Gentlemen, you're not supposed to be here.
This is a closed course.
Welcome to Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces, where the mic is open and the drinks are cold. This is the spot where golf meets good company. Athletes, artists, reality stars, and the pros who live on the greens. From tee boxes to tour buses, from green rooms to greens, we're asking the questions you won't hear anywhere else. We talk sports, we talk life, we talk everything in between. No scorecards, no pressure, just good vibes and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even grab your clubs. So let's tee it up and let it fly. And welcome back to another episode of your favorite golf podcast, Pins and Aces. I'm your host, Blake, here with my buddy. What did I say? Did I say close?
You haven't said close course
I
yet.
thought I did.
No, you said
You did
Pins
not
and
say.
Aces.
Shit. All right, let's try that again.
Yeah, God.
And welcome back to another episode of your favorite golf podcast, Closed Course. I'm your host, Blake, with my buddy, as usual, Erik Bradley, here with a very special guest. Definitely the best golfer at the table. Right?
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
At one point, I would 100% agree with that.
Definitely the best musician, obviously. The one and only, the legendary Colt Ford. Thanks for joining us,
Blake,
man.
how are you, bro?
Doing good, man. Appreciate you coming
E?
on.
Good to
How
have
are
you
you?
back.
Man, I'm glad
Good
to
see you.
be seen, but other than just in a picture. Because
Yeah,
it's
right.
been a minute.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. When was the last time you were in Denver?
Maybe I was asking Erik, like last time I was 22, maybe
Wow.
23, maybe 23.
Because
and
you weren't
then-
here last year.
Yeah,
Right?
I didn't play last year. I don't think the Rose.
No, I don't
The
think
Rose.
so. Yeah.
And so it's been. I'm excited to go back there. My wife's with me. This was the first trip that she ever went on the road with me 10 years
wow.
ago. Was Grizzly Rose.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a little.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's really
real cool.
Now that I think about it, 22 was that when we went with Ben? I think we even went up
Yeah,
on
that's
stage
when
with
he
you. I
went.
think
Yeah,
we
y'all went on
up
stage. Oh,
stage.
yeah, absolutely.
That was the last
You
time.
bachelor boys
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there.
Called us up. Half the crowd loved us. Half the crowd had no idea who
No
we
idea
were.
who the fuck they were.
It's one of those.
That's the crowd didn't know me either.
Grizzly Rose is great though.
I love
Always,
that place.
always. It's one of the best.
Legendary
in the
honky
country.
tonk.
For real, man. Well, yeah, appreciate you coming. A little different. We had you on the pod in, what would that have been? 21 and 22?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, 21.
21.
A little different now. This one is definitely more our style. I think.
Yeah, I
for
think
sure.
this
for
suits
sure.
you boys.
Now,
Yeah.
well, it suits me a lot more.
Yeah.
for
Because
sure.
now I don't have to, hold back and I just say anything I want to say now.
Big E. That's what he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Before he
He's
would
good at.
come with notes to the other podcast.
Oh, really?
No.
This one I think is way more.
No.
so, yeah.
I prefer off the cuff.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. There you go. No, I've got you in some Pins and Aces gear.
Man,
too, I
this
see.
stuff,
Look at
you
that.
guys hooked me up. Man.
Hell yeah,
Pins and
man.
Aces is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And pullovers for me, especially when I was a big boy, I didn't like pullovers and hoodies and stuff because I was always hot. Now, heart attack, lost a bunch of weight on blood thinners, love hoodies.
We're,
They all fit nice.
Yeah,
we're complete opposite fat boys.
oh, I'm telling
Because
you.
I will not wear anything but a hoodie.
Really?
It's all Erik.
Yeah, man, I was just terrible for it. Now, all of a sudden, it's like I'm freezing all the time. So
I bet, yeah.
it's been a lot on the blood thinners, but this Pins and Aces gear, like they're
Good,
doing.
man.
I didn't even realize the depth of what all they made. They got some really cool
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm super.
These boys are on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
they are
sure.
certainly on it. I like it.
Well, yeah, let's get into it because obviously golf's been a huge part of your life, pretty
Yeah.
much your whole
Whole
life.
life, yeah.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, you played on the tour.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
quite a bit.
I played professionally for 10 years. Most people just automatically go, "Oh, I bet he was a male model or whatever." I mean, you've probably dealt with that, but Erik doesn't know anything about you and I.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
we get it,
That's
we
not
get
at all.
But no,
I'm a
I mean,
famous
I played. I was a high school All-American and a college All-American, and
Georgia,
played,
right?
Played professionally, for 10 years. Just I don't know, man. I'm a weird kid. I've lived two guys' dream lives.
I was
mean,
literally just about to say
I
that.
played professional golf for a living, and I play music for a living.
I mean, if that ain't the American dream, I don't know what
That's
is
pretty
right
much
there,
the
man.
American dream. It
Oh,
really
man.
is, and it's so funny because everybody in golf wants to talk about music, and everybody in music wants to talk about golf.
Yeah.
Totally.
And so, like, I would, if I go play in an event, I'm like, when I went and played in the Champions event, I'm like, I'm playing for real, dude. Like, this is money's on the line. Like, stop talking about chicken and biscuits. I mean, like, I want to talk about my music. I'm trying to play golf.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I
man.
mean, you obviously. I mean, that's got to be unique for a lot of people, like playing with you and being like, "Wait a minute, you also like play."
A lot of
massive
people, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people do know.
Okay.
And it's costs quite a bit of the music guys a lot of money. I mean, because I'm not hustling you because it's online. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
you can look it up. I
Do your
mean, they just
research.
didn't believe it. Like Jake, with my buddy Jake. I mean, like some people just didn't believe it.
I've seen you. We saw you play golf too at that. What's that tourney out in Orlando that we went to?
That was Diamond Resorts.
Yeah, Diamond Resorts. Yeah. That was that was a fun tournament. Actually, there's a lot of names on that tournament.
Mike
played pretty well that weekend.
Yeah,
too.
Mike Flasky. Yeah, I played good there.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That was a fun one. Mike had a lot of good things going now. Now he's doing.
Well, he sold Diamond.
When they sold Diamond to Hilton, now Mike's the CEO of City Cruises. Have you seen that?
Yeah. So
because our boy Michael Ray. Playing some, and I'm playing a bunch of them too.
Yeah, and me and Mike are supposed to get on a call. Mike, if you're listening, try to get Blake
Michael,
to DJ some of those
at all.
Try to get
call
Blake,
your boy.
Try to get Blake to DJ some of those.
When you went from golf, like what was it that were you like? You know what, golf's been fun, but like you always clearly were into music and
music is music.
Or how did you make that decision?
Yeah.
Music was my first love.
Okay.
And growing up, I mean, when it came time to college is over, like obviously I'm probably going to turn pro. And I love music too, but the schedules do not match up. Music, I'll be going to bed when in golf, that's when I get up. The times are complete opposite.
That's true.
Like
that's very true.
When I was in the last few years, I would talk to my friends that play on tour at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because I know they're getting up, getting ready to go play. I'm getting ready to go to sleep because I've been playing all night.
That's true.
So it's an interesting dynamic. But in golf, there was if you're good enough, nobody could stop me from making money, right? Like there's no gatekeepers. Music, there's gatekeepers, and you know because you've done the TV show and all the Hollywood stuff. Like so in the entertainment world, there's a lot of luck involved. Yeah. It's not necessarily talent. No, and I mean, talent is certainly important, but it's not 100% that. Nope. So, I was like, well, at least I know I can make a living playing golf. Nobody stopped me from this. So I did golf. Okay. And then, but I could never cut music off. It was just always there in my mind. And I'd still rewrite and I'd still go to the studio and mess around. And I just finally just jumped back in there, and here we are, almost 20 years later of music career.
I mean, that's great. I guess I've never heard that from you because that's pretty cool. I never thought about it because you're so right. The entertainment industry there's hoops you have to jump through, people you have to know, hands you have to shake,
and then you know how it goes.
Like,
and then this guy's like, oh, I love Blake. We want to do a whole TV show around him. And then he gets fired 2 weeks later. Yeah, and the new guy comes in and goes, yeah, I'm not doing any of that. And that's how it happens. True, yeah. It happens in the music like that. Like a guy will be in the middle of recording his record at whatever label, and the CEO gets booted out, and new guy comes in, and he's like, yeah, I want to sign this artist, and this artist. I don't like these. And they just
so true.
And you get what they call shelved. I mean, it's tough.
And not only is golf one of the, like, sports in general, obviously you're kind of the, it's your own destiny, but I feel golf even more because it's just you. It's you.
There's no hiding. You. That is the similarities between music and golf.
Yeah.
When I'm on stage tonight at Grizzly Rose, if I mess up words, nobody's going to save me. I mean, I'm going to, it's just me. You're alone, so you have to learn to deal with that. And that's why I think the similarities in golf and music, the people are like, you don't get nervous? It's like, no. I get excited, but not scared. There's a difference between being nervous and being afraid.
Totally.
And so
that was my next question.
I get excited about play. So when I'd go to play in celebrity golf tournaments or like Pebble Beach or something, when there's like a lot of people there, and some of the guys are like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Yeah, this is fun for me. Like, I like that. Yeah. I get excited when the light turns red."
Yeah, because that was my next question. Like, where do you feel the more like, I don't know if nervous is the right word, but like anxiety?
Definitely around music right now, because golf is not. I don't know what I got with my golf game right now. I got some work to do because I really haven't played since the accident, so in over a year, and I got some work to do there, but I'm going to get back to it. I'm excited. I've got coming here to Pins and Aces, got my new gear, give me a new golf bag. I'm going to be, I'm going to get back to it.
I'm now even in more shock. He got me into a Pro-Am where there was like people watching.
Oh, yeah.
First tee, my hands are shaking. I couldn't get the ball on the tee. It was different. I've done a lot of weird shit in my life, but that was next level anxiety, man.
Yeah, man.
I duffed it 40 yards off the first tee.
It is very different. Oh man. I mean, it is
sleep over it. It's
like, very different. Like, when we got the first year at Pebble, I won the shootout on number 7. And when we got out there, the wind, it was cool, and the wind was blowing like 20 miles an hour right in our face. I mean, it's one of the most iconic par 3s in the world. But for me, having a playing background versus all my other celebrity buddies, well, I know that I can't hit a lob wedge there today. I can't hit a sand wedge there today. I'm going to get a pitch wedge or a 9-iron, and I'm going to choke it down. Those guys, a lot of those guys didn't hit those shots. And that, that's probably 10 years ago or more. And, my background with Roger Malfi, not Roger Malfi, who was it? One of the other announcers that was out there. He was like, this isn't fair. Gary McCord, because he's like, Colt's just going to chip something, knock it down. And I did. I beat all of them. I was like, they're all hitting the wedges, and they're like, oh, I'll just hit my wedge harder. That's just more spin, and they all come up short. And sometimes it helps out.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So, let's get into it, because you kind of mentioned it before, man. Obviously, you went through a pretty hard, time in your life. That was just last year, right?
April 4th, 24.
Yeah,
I walked off the stage in Phoenix, Arizona. Sold out show, great night. Got back on the bus. My guy took my ears off, and he said, I looked at him and said, man, I'm getting too old for this shit. And I sat down, and he went back inside, and then I fell over dead. Yeah, I died twice. I died. My bass player came back and found me, and then, all hell broke loose. I flatlined twice. They brought me back twice. They had me at one hospital, operated for 10 hours, couldn't do anymore. My best friend, Brantley Gilbert, was actually out there at the time. And the hospitals, my wife is in Tulsa at home. She gets a call at, midnight saying, hey, my bus driver's going, hey, I don't know if Colt is down, and we don't know if he's going to get back up. And yeah, so they said they'd done all they could do at the other hospital. They didn't know, because nothing else they could do. I needed to be on the treatment called ECMO, which is it's not in every hospital. It's your chances of you walking in there in the shape that you're in. Again, if you were on ECMO for 3 or 4 days, they'd say you got about a 30% chance to live.
Wow. So I had no idea it was like
imagine me going in there at 54 years old and not quite as good a shape as you. He said I was 1% of 1%. He said, I have no idea. He's one of the top heart doctors. He said, I have no idea how you survived. He goes, I can measure everything in your body. I got machines that tell me everything except your desire to live. And he's like, I don't have a machine that measures that.
Right there.
I don't have a machine that measures that.
Wow.
So there was a lot of things. So my wife gets this call. She doesn't know what's going on. She's trying to get a flight from Tulsa to Phoenix. When she touches down at 6:30 the next morning, doesn't know if I'm alive. She doesn't know, because when she was taking off, she got a voicemail that said, I hope you're here soon, from the first hospital. So they got me there. They don't want, and it's just super chaotic. I'm being told all this because nobody there is my family. So they don't. Now the hospitals don't want to tell nobody what's going on. Yeah. They don't want to tell Brantley, and he's like, and if you know Brantley, Brantley is he's my brother, but Brantley is the sweetest guy in the world. Brantley's also like a real live tiger that ain't got no chain on him either. Like, he's loose. He can get to you, and if you push him to that point, he'll get to you. And he told it. They said the doctor's out there, just a young guy covered in my blood, and he's like, "There's nothing else we can do. All we can do is ECMO." Brantley's like, "Where's that at?" "Well, it's at Mayo Clinic. We don't know." And he's like, "Dude, if you don't get him over to the Mayo Clinic, you're going back in this hospital as a patient." Like, he was. I believe it, too. He did. He freaked out because his wife even told me he got $5,000 cash. He took his Rolex off and gave it to a security guard and goes, "If they don't tell me what's going on and get Colt over there, I'm going to jail." And he just done made up his mind. And he told the guy that, and luckily the dude, I think, realized that he was not playing. He wasn't. He was being serious. So
wow.
The team at Mayo Clinic, my God, they come in there like SWAT team. They put me on the ECMO, get me back over there. Another 8 hours of surgeries, 10 liters of blood. I was in a coma for 8 days.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was just, and I woke up and I was like, "Hey, what's happening here?"
So basically you were out for from the moment you sat on that bench to
I don't remember a thing. Wow. Don't remember a thing. And just to wake up, I've never lost time like that before either. So I just not remembering stuff, and then I wake up and I'm like, I look and I see my wife. Obviously I know something's going on, but I don't know what. Yeah. I can't feel anything. and I see my wife, and then I'm like, well, she's probably be here where I'm at. And my son, I know, was working in Florida redoing the Jacksonville Jacks field, and I'm like, he was sitting there, and I'm like, well, that's not right. He's not. He's like, what are you doing here? And then they started telling me what happened, and it was just.
I mean, I remember when it was all happening, and we were all paying attention to the news and everything, and to your socials and stuff. And yeah, I mean, for you to be sitting here now,
oh man,
and like
God, no other way,
and playing music again.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
And I didn't even think that I would ever come. Let me say that. At first, when you first wake up, when I first woke up, I was just so elated to be alive, right? Which is great, and then you start to go, oh, this is hard. Yeah. I didn't know how hard it was going to be. I had no concept. I've been scared of two things my whole life: God and my mama. That's it. And then all of a sudden, I wake up. I don't know how to walk. I just played a sold-out show. I played golf with Larry Fitzgerald. I can do. Yeah. I'm good. I can't walk. Wow. When I wake up, I can't pick up a styrofoam cup and feed myself ice. Like everything changed. Mm-hmm. And I just had no concept of how that was going to be. I'd never been set down before. I'd never been told, so like, oh, you got to be quiet. You got to sit down.
Humbled almost.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah. I just never had that happen. So, we were supposed to be in the governor's box at the Kentucky Derby in May. And we already had I had all the fresh clothes. We had the gear. Mama had the hat. We were ready, baby. And I woke up and I'm like, oh no, we still going. In my mind, that's what I thought. Right. And Megan's like, you won't be out of this hospital bed when the Derby. You will watch the Derby from right here. I just didn't know. I didn't, and I thought, oh, I'll just do.
Pop back up.
And it has been one heck of a journey that will probably always be a kind of recovery kind of thing.
So that was kind of, when you see journey, I think is a good word for it, because obviously it's going to continue to be something that you're going to have to take care of yourself better, more or less. And
oh yeah.
So what now does that look like?
We were just talking about that on the way over here, because we were talking about the golf stuff and what does the process look like, and even just affecting you on stage these days.
It does.
How is the fatigue and everything?
It was tough at first, and that's the thing. Even when I was big, you've known me since I was a big dude. Y'all have, and Same. Even I was a big dude. I know we were both pretty good sized old boys. But I just didn't really get tired. You get tired. Don't get me wrong, but my dad. I was 38 years old before I saw him miss a day of work, and he'd have gone that day if my mama threatened to kill him. So I don't know nothing but work. You go to work, that's cool. You got awards and whatever. Still, get up, go to work, make a difference, do something. So that's all I knew to do. And then all of a sudden, I can't at all. I'm having to. I can't do anything. They're fully. I can't wipe my own. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. So it was beyond humbling.
Yeah.
And your modesty, all that stuff goes out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told one of my nurses in the ICU at Mayo, good dude, he played rugby at Nebraska, big old dude. And one day I told him, dude, you've touched my ass more than any man. He goes, I don't know if I want to put that on Facebook or cry. I was like, well, either way.
That's pretty great.
I've just tried to be positive.
Yeah.
Having my family and my kids and stuff support me has been huge. Yeah. And then having my wife has just been everything. She's been everything. She got a stress fracture in her foot from standing 10 hours a day, talking to me, holding my hand, talking to me while I was in the hospital.
Wow.
And saved my life. And Brantley and a lot of my friends just really. The doctor told me something I thought was interesting there. My Dr. Lee out there at Mayo Clinic, shout out to him. We've become friends, since that, and that's pretty cool to me. But he said that he told me something, and I said, when you're in the hospital, you're still on so many narcotics and whatever. And I'm trying to piece everything together. And he goes, something about. I said, what'd you say? He said, that's the chain of life. I'm like, what you mean? And he goes, because the whole thing worked out. If I do what I normally do, because you've been on shows and on the bus a lot, both of y'all have. Mm-hmm. Normally, unless after a show. Unless it's my friends or something were there, or whatever, that I'd normally go to the back of my bus, my bedroom, take a shower, call Megan, and I'm done. I'm not doing anything else, and they don't bother me. So if I'd have gone back to my bedroom, they'd have found me the next day in Vegas, dead.
Think about that. That's so true.
If it had happened after Vegas, I was at Lake Havasu on the next day. That's a 2.5-hour life flight from ECMO. And they don't have an ECMO machine in Vegas. So in my just everything works. So if I walk back there,
So
it's over.
wow.
If we go to Lake Havasu the next day, over. If my bass player, for whatever reason, doesn't decide he's going to take me a cold drink because it was hot in the show, he brought it out there and he found me. And it had happened immediately. And I sat down in the front lounge for some reason, which I don't normally do. And that's where they found me. And so then then it's complete chaos and everything. And you know, I feel so bad for everybody else, how it made them feel, because I didn't know what's going on. And my parents, I've since lost my dad. I mean, super close with my folks, and they're in their 80s. My dad was 89, and they couldn't travel, and we were close. Like, it was killing them that they couldn't come see my dad. I mean, every day he's crying on the phone, I'm coming out there. I mean, I'm like, Dad, I love you. There's nothing you can do when you get here. Yeah. I mean, and then it was so chaotic around the incident, because I didn't know all that till some weeks later. Like, it was on Fox News and CNN and TMZ.
Everywhere.
TMZ sneaking around the hospital.
Wow.
I'm like, so they had to say, there is no Colt Ford at the Mayo Clinic, and my real name, there's no Jason Brown here at the. Well, my mom, who was from Anderson, South Carolina, knows I'm at that hospital, and she is calling, and she is not happy with them telling her that she can't. I mean, she is raising hell. If she is raising hell, these nurses, they're like, man, I'm scared of your mom. I said, me too.
You should be.
I was like, man, y'all don't make her come out here. If she comes out here, I can't help nobody. I'm just going to say yes, ma'am, and y'all in trouble. So, man, it was just so much to deal with. I had quite a few friends stop by and see me at the hospital. My boy Brett Saberhagen came by, him and his wife Candace, and DMC from Run DMC popped in. The nurses walked in. They were like, I'm like, yep. But it's the king of rock, and he is also in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So my buddy Justin Moore came and saw me and visited me. Of course, Brantley came out multiple times. You know, just having some friends. Tyler Hubbard came out from FGL. So
that's pretty cool.
A lot of guys came. A few guys came and saw me, and got messages from a lot of people. It was just a lot, man. Yeah. And it's still a lot to process. And
I think that says a lot about you as a person, as a man too, to have people.
A lot of guys don't know. Some people I hadn't heard from, and it made me have some angst and anxiety. I'm like, then you realize some people just, they don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what do you say? And a lot of people didn't know truly how bad it was. You know, like, oh man, I heard you had a heart attack. I see in text, had a heart attack. I'm glad you're okay. I'm like, yeah, I haven't learned to walk yet, but I'm alive. I mean, I can text you back. I mean, you know, it was just a lot. Yeah. It was just so much to deal with. And again, I just can't say enough. My wife she took care of everything. I mean, it's. They told her, they said, you know, they don't know what they've got till I wake up. Like, because my tour manager Eli, you know, Eli goes when he picks her up at the airport at 6:30 in the morning. First 10 minutes, she's like, she hadn't been to bed in 24 hours. She's just, you know, and she said, we're just riding in silence on the way. And she said, I said, is he alive? And they go, and Eli's like, yeah, oh no, he's alive. And she's like, he goes, they put him on ECMO. So they're excited.
Right.
Because they're like, that's positive, which it is. That is the Hail Mary. Yeah. That is the ICU nurses call it circling the drain. Like it just is what it is. That's not to be ugly. It's not to be anything. That's is what it is. Yeah. And so Megan is a nurse.
Oh,
so when she says that, she's like, oh God. I mean, she knows what that means. It's not good. Because she knows that the odds of it for a young, healthy guy. Let alone, I mean, you know. So God just wasn't ready for me, and the devil was afraid.
Your desire to live was a lot higher than people thought, that's for sure.
I did. I had a desire to live, and things have changed for me the way I see things now. And
I was going to ask that. How was your outlook?
The way I approach everything is a little bit different, and I just say yes to everything, and I just can't do that anymore. I have to really prioritize my time a lot. And again, I was nervous about coming back to play. I didn't know. You don't know if they're still going to be there. You know, I mean, you hope they are. I mean, you know, but in your mind, and people are like, well, why do you have? I'm like, I don't know why I'm scared. I don't know. I ain't never had it before. I almost didn't believe in anxiety before. I'll be honest with you. That's dead ass. Mental health is a real thing, and people need to pay way more attention to it. Amen. And especially, if I could encourage anything, especially as men, one of the good things that came out of this is my health scare. Because I had been doing a lot better, and I was already in a lot better shape than I was from the first time you met me.
Yeah.
So I was down to like 250 already. I mean, and so everybody's going, Colt's been doing great. And then to see this happen, it's like, whoa, wait. So a lot of my guys have gone and gotten checked out. Yeah. A lot of friends have gone and had some scans done and said maybe they're going to ease back on a few things. And I'm like, please do.
Yep.
Yeah,
please do, because literally, when you're a young man, and you think, you know, people like everything's rocking and rolling,
invincible.
Yeah, man, I can walk on water and shit ice cream. I can do it all. And then all of a sudden, you wake up and you're like, a fifth grader beat the brakes off me. There's nothing I can do. I mean, I can't. So to all of a sudden be humbled like that is very different.
Health is definitely wealth these days.
Well, my dad said before he passed a few months ago, he said, you know, when everything's rocking and rolling, you're killing it, the songs are rocking, or you're playing good golf, whatever, you got 100 problems, everything, this, that, and he goes, now, one problem, your health. That's it, only problem. Damn. So that's been a lot to digest and try to figure out, and you know.
And you just picked back up on tour in April, right?
Yeah.
So that's exactly a year out.
Yeah, it was. I got really lucky.
So that's a pretty quick.
It was
rehab.
A lot. The doctor told me 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
He told me that I'd be in the hospital out there for 4 months, and I was out in a month and a half.
Wow.
Everything about what went through for me was just almost miracle-like. I don't know what else to say. I mean, like it, because they were like, you're just not supposed to be with what I went through. I mean, and I still haven't gone into, there's some other stuff that, I mean, it just basically shut everything down. Like and again, they didn't know. So they asked Eli, Megan asked Eli, well, how long was he out? And he goes, no more than 10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes? They're,
like, ow, we're talking.
Yeah, like, they think I'm like, 10.
Yeah,
she's like, 10 minutes? 10 minutes, he's probably not going to be very good.
Yeah, that is.
And so there was just the stress of that. You know, I mean, we had just redone my will, and she knew, like, if I'm messed up, just tell me you love me and pull the plug and go live your life and celebrate. That's what I mean that with But so she's telling them that, like, this is what we just did this about a month ago. Well, my son gets there. My flesh and blood, my boy shows up 24, 5 years old. Well, that's my dad. I don't want to pull a plug. If that's so you just don't think about all that. I was so
Trust
disturbed.
me, I went through that.
Yeah,
quite a few times with my mom. So it's like
that's what I mean. So like, I was so disturbed by that, of how much it affected everybody else, and I couldn't, and I didn't know.
Right.
You know, and Megan's, you know, she's my person. That's the love of my life. But this is my son too. You know, so it's and you know, luckily it all worked out, and it wasn't nothing to do. Yeah. But I meant, like, there's just lots of things that happened. It just, our world changed
overnight.
I met her daughter Ella, my stepdaughter, is still at home at 15 years old in Tulsa. We're in Phoenix.
Right.
I'm not going home next week. We were in Phoenix for 2 months.
Wow.
So our whole life has to be moved to Phoenix. So it was just a lot to deal with. It was a lot to deal with.
Cutting onions in here, man. I tell you what,
man,
a few times.
she just made it work, and man. So now everything's a little different, but the fans are still there.
Love to hear that.
And I feel good on stuff. Like I can play back my full show with no problem.
And it's got to be good getting in front of everybody.
It is. They told me, they said, you're going to go back. Your first show, we're going to start off slow. We're going to do a private show. I'm like, okay, that's good. Private show. You got to remember, I got 3 new band members too. Because guys, I mean, I couldn't, there was no money coming in.
Yeah.
Like,
of course, they had
I meant, like, Order some merch online, please. It was a lot. That Mayo Clinic's expensive, but they're the best. They are the best. They save me. But yeah, it's just a different vibe now. But it's still neat that they're there. So they said we'll start you off in a quite slow, and I'm nervous. Like you only have to do 45 minutes. I'm like, okay. It's for the trucking convention in Louisville for their private show. Okay. I get off the bus, I walk in. There's 5,000 people in a freaking arena. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, hey, this is, who said this was okay?
You're expecting like 500.
Yeah, I did, really. I thought it was going to be like 500 people in a private thing. There's 5,000 people in an arena. We're going to try it because of just the expense of everything. I'm coming back being so far in the hole. Like, I don't have the band and crew I had before. I can't afford it. I'm still trying to get my feet under me. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to try to do it without a bass player and use it in tracks, which I've never done that in my life. I completely disagree with it, although a lot of dudes do it. But I'm like, I'll try it. So now I got that nerve going on, and I don't like that at all because now I'm locked in. I like to do different things on stage. Yeah. And when it's locked in the computer, I can't do something different. So I didn't like that. And I had a new sound guy. My ears cut out like 8 times in the show. Thank God Tim, my drummer, is a veteran drummer, been playing for me for 13 years. He knows how to do. He don't miss a beat. So even though our ears went out, he never stopped. So when it came back on, we were still on beat. And after I was like, if I can do that shit, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And
clearly, yeah.
So that was the start of it. And then Brantley was trying to book me coming back has been very difficult because that's done way in advance. It ain't done. It ain't like I didn't decide to come play Grizzly Rose last week.
Right.
Like that's been on the books for a long time.
Everything's always booked out a year.
Right. So they're trying to book. They're trying to book me. Brantley's wanting me to go on tour, and I can't say. I mean, like. Especially to him, I mean that's my brother. So there ain't no hidden shit with me and him. Like I don't know what I can do till I get up there and do it. And so it was like he couldn't guarantee me a spot out there because it's not fair to him either.
Yeah, and it's if
but
you
what
suddenly can't. He
yeah,
just pull
yeah. I mean
you
can't just fill in there.
Yeah.
I mean, so here's what was really cool. He said, I'm going to bring Colt out for 2 weeks. Didn't have to take my band. Used his band.
Oh, wow.
Rode his bus, so it doesn't cost me anything. And he brought me out in the middle of his show and let me do 15 minutes. Wow. In the middle of his show.
Wow.
People don't do that.
No. Especially somebody at his level.
You guys have been around the business a long time. They don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, he let me walk out and be front and center in his show.
That's insane. Yeah.
Not for just a moment, because we've done that a bunch.
Right. Of course,
We've had lots of.
Yeah.
Me and B have had a lot of moments. This wasn't a moment. This was you let me do, and it was just.
That's cool.
That saved me. It made me go, okay, it's all right. Because that first night, my hands are shaking like booty meat. I mean, they shaking. I can't hide. And Brantley's looking at me. He's like, "You gonna be all right?" And there's just all this going through your head. Like, I don't know what's going to happen here. I've never had that before. And so to get out there, and then he let me do that. And then every night, then of course the crowds were just. Because here's the other cool thing he did. I hate to be talking about him so much, but God Almighty, he's just.
We got to have him for a
when
follow-up.
you got guys,
we got to have Brantley.
We'll get him on here. And when you got guys that when you hear a lot, everybody always wants to talk about the negative stuff. Let's talk about the positive stuff. I mean, and Brantley just being there. I mean, when my band and crew got to the hospital, he was already there. He had already had his tour manager Corey and his security guy Jack go get multiple biscuits and stuff for my band. So they got there. They had breakfast. Brantley and them had breakfast for him. He immediately called my son, Reynolds, who's known since he was little, got Reynolds, him and his team, got him on a plane, bought a ticket, and got him out there. So all that stuff was just a big deal for me. And his band and crew just made me feel like
yeah.
Because when we go to do that first show, I go up on stage.
You don't know.
Corey's like, we got the paramedic. I'm like, what you got paramedics for? I'm like, hey, shit, I wasn't even thinking about paramedics. You said that, and then I'm like, man, damn. And I go up there, and then Jack, Brantley Security, big Sasquatch, everywhere I move on stage, Jack's walking in front of me. I'm like, oh, they think I'm going to fall off the damn stage. And I'm like, damn, y'all making me more nervous.
That would have been a good tour prank.
Yeah,
though.
That would have been a good tour.
Maybe not.
I so want to just like fall out on stage, and Megan's like, you cannot do that. I'm like, I really want to do that. She's like, you cannot do that.
Man, that's crazy.
So, man, he got me back out there, and that let me know it was okay.
That's good,
and then, you know, we've been steadily back at it, and I got the band is rocking now, maybe as rocking as I've ever had, quite honestly, and it feels good to see the fans out there. And again, you need that love to make. Like, because I didn't know either. When I did this with Brantley, I was just blown away. And then we work out what we're going to do, and I'm supposed to, after we do all this, whatever, I walk off stage. He's still got to finish his show. Mm-hmm. Well, I go to walk off stage, and then he's like, whoa. I mean, and now I don't know what's happening. So I come back, and then every night they give me a 2-minute standing ovation. I mean, like,
amazing, man. That's so good.
Dude,
That's gotta feel good after what you've been through.
Yeah, man.
You also got to share a moment with your dad. Didn't he get to come out and see you?
Yeah, so
also
on those 2 weeks of shows that Brantley took me out, one of them was in Athens, Georgia, which is where I'm from. Mm-hmm. And my dad had been, he was not doing well, and he tried to talk his way out of coming to that show, but he came to that show. Wow. He sat side stage, Athens, Georgia, where he's lived his whole, and
got to watch his boy do
watch me do and the response there was,
I'm sure.
I mean, I got high school friends of mine. I mean, and they're showing close. The whole crowd is crying, and my mom and dad were both there for that, and he was on his walker. He was having a hard time. But the last video was me pushing him back out on the walker, laughing, cutting up, and so it was pretty special to get to have that moment, and despite all the hardships, there's been a lot of really good things and a lot of really positive things, and I'm trying to focus more on that, especially with what all's going on in this world today. I don't, all the negative stuff we're dealing with, it's crazy. What just happened to Charlie Kirk, and people, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to love and be a good human being.
Man. I mean, you are, and obviously we're going to walk away feeling, I feel like feeling a little more grateful for what we have, and hopefully the listeners too, because nobody can really go through, it's hard to go through what you went through, but hearing it, I mean, it helps. It's like, oh man, like.
You want to tear up? I'll tell you how.
I've been tearing up the whole damn podcast.
I'll tell you how I woke up. Toby Keith was one of my best friends. And we had just buried Toby, I think a month before. Mm-hmm. I was at the funeral, and it just killed me. I just couldn't believe it. And he used to call me Little Dog Daddy, because he's Big Dog Daddy.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think, like we just talked about in Orlando, I remember being on stage out there with you. You and Toby had just performed at that time in resorts.
He was, oh my God, he's just a living, he was the greatest. Man. And he was so good to me, treated me so good. Took me on trips. I met my wife and I, and his wife Trish. I mean, just really good to me. Taught me a lot of stuff. And so, I'd just been devastated by his loss. And then obviously, so people started asking me, like, how did you have any, the whole light moment and all that stuff. And I'm trying to, because I don't remember anything, I'm trying to piece it together. And I asked my wife, I said, Megan, were you saying? She goes, yeah, I was saying that in your ear. I said, I remember hearing that. And then my son, I said, were you saying, don't put your gun down, Dad, you're not out of the fight, which is Navy SEAL stuff. And I said, he goes, yeah, I was whispering that to you. I said, oh, okay, I remember that. And then it was the whole bright light thing. Toby stepped out and said, they ain't ready for you, little dog, going back down there. And that's when I woke up.
Ooh. Wow.
That's when I woke up. And so here we sit.
Wow.
Here we sit. That's so incredible. It was
goosebumps.
God's
feels.
Powerful.
Yeah. Wow.
Music's powerful. I meant it.
Yeah.
That's what people need to understand. Words are powerful. Words are powerful. And people need to realize that. It ain't just about guns and things. Just make a difference in people's life. I've always tried to be that, stay after, sign out, take picture, whatever. I hope the other artists will realize how important it is to do that for these fans that allow you to get out here and do what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's the same for talk about golf. I get frustrated with a lot of my friends, some tour players. I'm like, hey man, sign that damn autograph. I don't want to hear about it, bro.
Yeah.
Play golf for a living.
Yeah.
I mean, sign the autographs because of them. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
there's a story that goes around that I know pretty well, but Curtis Strange asked Mr. Palmer one time, why you sign all them autographs? He goes, you don't have to. Just give the money back.
that's good.
That's real talk.
I like that a lot.
Nah,
and that can go for anything, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it just be nice, man. Be a good person. I don't care what you do. Just be a good person.
Amen, man. Well, we're glad.
Wear some pins and aces.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll make you a better person.
Well, obviously glad you're here with us, man.
Man, I'm glad to be here. It's been a while.
Awesome,
Just to see you guys. I mean, there's so many people that I truly haven't seen at all.
Yeah.
So that's been good to visit some places and know that I'm going to catch up and see some people that I've enjoyed over the years.
Glad to have you. Along with that, because you just mentioned Arnold Palmer, we want to get into some fun golf questions.
All right, come on with it.
Some new segments.
Yeah, segments.
Brought to you by
Transfusion, Pins and
Pins
Aces.
and Aces Transfusion.
Hey, y'all got to send me some.
so
My
good.
wife already has had one and really likes them.
So I've had 2 or 3 over there.
Yeah. Well, she might have had more than one by now.
Got the first one for you because you mentioned Arnold. Who would be your dream foursome? So who is dead or alive? 3 people that you could go back. Doesn't even have to be golf. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be golf. For like 3 people you would love to play.
Toby's got to be in that one.
It would be Toby, my dad. And probably Bert Yancey, this Hall of Fame guy. Used to play on tour for years. That was my first teacher when I was like 13 years old. That'd be pretty good. There'd be some stories.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to play. There'd be a lot of talking. There'd be so much talking.
Oh, that's great.
I'm not even close to the biggest talker in that group.
Shocking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even close to the biggest talker in that group. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I'd take that.
Let's go. I'm excited to ask all of our
Yes,
people
that.
yeah, because I'm
it's an interesting question. Everybody, and I get everybody will, you get people go,
Yeah.
Jack
Be Jordan,
Nicklaus.
exactly.
Jordan,
You know what?
Tiger.
I've already done that. So, luckily, I've been blessed to do things like that. So,
No, but I think we'll see if more guests say kind of like that,
I literally
people,
just
what I mean?
I told my mom this after losing my dad, and I said, I just didn't think that the last time we played golf together would be the last time we played. I did not know that. I would have walked slower. I did not know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
playing
walk
AT&T. I told Steve John, I said, if I'd have known that'd be my last time there, I would have walked slower.
Slower. That's just a
That's
lesson
that's-
right there.
Man, I'm telling
in
you.
general.
Walk slower.
You got bars for days there.
Man,
I know. Man.
BS.
It's like you're a songwriter.
I know, it's
right?
like weird, like I
Do
can
this
do
for a
that
living?
for a living. BSBP, man. Be still and be present.
ESPV. That's good. That's good. Next one. I got another one for you. First swing. How did you get into golf? Like how did you?
I started playing when I was young. My dad grew up in the country, and he got obsessed with golf. And I started playing when I was like 6, 7, maybe. I was scratched by 13.
Wow.
AJGA All-American, and just kept right on going.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Man, it'd be so cool to be able to be like scratch at golf as just because so many people play. You just roll, like you say, you roll up with some of your boys and
Yeah.
see money. You just take their money every round.
it's I don't know, man. It's been fun to be. A lot of guys. I had a buddy of mine the other day. He's like, "Well, man, now you can go out and be like the rest of us." I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to do that." I was like, "I like you a lot, but I don't want to do that." I said, "I worked real hard to not." He was like, "Man, I shot 87 today." I was like, "I'd punch a baby in the face if I shot 87. I would, and whoever my own baby maybe, I don't know, but I'd be a problem." And he's like, "I was like, it's all relevant." I said, "If you went out and played, 47 wrong notes on tonight, would you be unhappy?" He's like, "Yep." I'm like,
Yep.
"Well, there you go."
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
how you put it. Another one for you. So mulligan moments. So if you had a time in playing golf or not, maybe in your career, what would be like something you'd maybe like take back? Not necessarily a mistake, but something that maybe you'd be like, let's redo that. Let's do that again.
I'm 56, bro. I've been playing golf for 50 years. We don't have that kind of time to go to the things you do over playing golf. I mean, oh my God, that would be one point I would like to go do it from the celebrity golf thing. It's the first year at Pebble. Me and Billy Horschel played together. And that was right after he just won Tour Champ. I mean, Billy just was playing great. And Billy then was just, well, you guys know, you've seen, I mean, Billy he's fiery.
Starts going, yeah.
He's wiry. Yeah, he gets after it. And Pebbles gets to be slow sometimes. And so he's playing out of his mind. I'm playing out of my mind. Like our first day at Spyglass, he shoots. First day at Monterey Peninsula, I shoot 65 on my own ball.
Oh wow!
I make, and he covers it where I'm not. Next day, he shoots 64 at Spyglass, which is still one of the best rounds of golf I've ever personally seen, and I have seen some great ones. Spyglass is hard as hell, and he shot 64, and it should have been 60 without even batting an eye. So when we walk off the 8th green Saturday in Pebble, I mean, we are all over TV. We're leading the celebrity division, and Billy's leading the tournament. And we missed the cut and didn't play Sunday.
Oh, no. That back nine just it got real slow, and Billy was frustrated, and it was one of those, he was like a bird dog on a chain. He's wanting to go, and it's like, I couldn't slow him down, and I'm not good enough to at that point in my life to do what I used to do to control myself. And yeah, we missed a cut. It sucked.
That's impressive.
It sucked. I mean, literally, when we walk off
impressive.
he birdies 8. We walk off 8. We are leading Pebble. We're leading AT&T. My first time. I just won this. I won the hole in one. I won that on TV. I mean, like, it is Cinderella thing. And we walk off 18. They're like, yeah, you're not playing Sunday. I mean, we just completely just threw up all over it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good mulligan right there.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'd like to do that again because I loved Billy and he was playing so good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to finish here with one last one. And honestly, you've been giving so much good advice this entire podcast.
I don't know about that. I got a little age on you boys.
Man.
So.
Another segment brought to you by Pins and Aces
Pins and Aces.
Transfusions.
Well, Eric, you got that down.
There you
You're like
go.
a hand model or something.
Well, I got the jibs now.
I
so
see
we're
that,
good.
yeah.
Now I'm smiling all the time.
Killing it, bro.
I'm looking to
You're right.
smile.
I just noticed that. He is smiling the whole damn time.
I would be too.
Yeah. So caddy advice. Like, what would be your caddy advice? Whether it be golf or life, like, what would be your caddy advice? Or both?
Well, they can be different at times because what I just thought about what I said, I've been saying a little bit here lately is be still and be present would not be good for the caddy until he got to the ball. But just in life in general, just slow down a little bit and look at things a little more objectively. Stay off his freaking internet. I mean, my God, just stay off of that. Communicate. Just communicate with the common ground with all this bullshit that's going on in the world. All you got to do is talk to somebody to find common ground. It is not that hard. We make it very difficult, and we're not that different. I mean, we all want good things for our family and our kids and our parents, whatever. I mean, like, it's not that difficult. So just try to think about that.
Yeah. If only love went as viral as hate these days.
Boy,
Yeah.
wouldn't
Man.
that be the truth?
Oof. I saw you
Man.
post that.
Yeah.
It's so
If
true.
if that could become the most popular
Yeah.
4-letter word, we'd be in better shape.
Amen.
Yep.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you guys
That
for
was
having me, man.
Fantastic. It's gonna be hard to beat. This
that's-
episode's gonna be hard to beat, man. A little bit of everything. So
Bars set really
I
high on
appreciate
this
you guys
one.
Yeah.
having me, man.
Thank you, man.
It's good to see you
Yeah.
again, man.
Yeah,
We've
man.
been friends for a while, and just,
good luck tonight.
Yeah, man.
It's be fun.
We're
show.
gonna have some fun tonight.
Yeah, good, man.
Funny story about Grizzly Rose. First time I ever played here, I weighed like 330 pounds. I had never played music out here. I hadn't thought anything about elevation and all that kind of stuff. Thought nothing about that. So I wasn't in good shape. I wasn't drinking water. I'm drinking Mountain Dew. And I go up on stage and it's packed. And so I'm just super hyped because I know what Grizzly Rose is. I know how big it is. I'm super hyped. It's packed. and I am just out of control. The first 2 songs, I get the talkback mic. I'm like, I think I'm having a freaking heart attack. And my guitar player's like, settle down. You're at a different altitude. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it now.
No, you're not the only one to do that. I guarantee you that. They all do that. So
Yeah, man.
well, good. Yeah, man. Hopefully, tonight.
But I appreciate being here.
Yeah, welcome back to Denver.
Thanks to Pins and Aces. What a great company.
Yeah.
When you see me out there back on the links, I'll have mine on.
There you go.
There you go.
In no time. All righty. Thank you for tuning in today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and save, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.